That pun is terrible, by the way. So everybody knows.
Great.
It looks like we got some seats open, so move up if you can. I'll give you guys approximately 30 seconds. Up next, we have Hailey Schumacher, or looks like she brought a crowd, or if you don't know her very well on Facebook, just Cobbler, because she likes lying to all of us. Yeah. All right, so anybody else want to move up? Oh, we're out of seats, never mind. Too slow. All right, Hailey, could you please come on up? She came in the wrong door.
All right, guys. All right, how do you know if Lady Gaga is dead? Poker face. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win the war on drugs, because it's hard enough to win a war when you're not on drugs. Yeah, so spring break, right? Yeah. So my friends went on spring break and they went to New Orleans to do mission work. And so one day, my friend is walking down the street and this man comes up to him and he's like, "Take this potato," and walks away. My friend's like, "Okay." And instead of waking up the next day in a bathtub full of ice, which is what should happen when you accept vegetables from strangers, he came back to SLU and he was totally fine, and he brought it with him to Humphreys the other day, and he had it with him, and I was like, the possibilities are endless. And if you don't believe me, I have it. And its mustache fell off, but just pretend that it has a mustache, and it's pretty great. And it has the best ever pickup lines that you would ever say to anyone, and so we named it Scumbag Potato, like that Scumbag Steve meme. And so it says stuff like, if it were a redneck scumbag, it'd be like, "Hey, Leroy, I hope your sister is gonna be at this barn party, because I need to take a hoe down." Or if you were an Irish scumbag, he'd be like, "Hey, sweetie, do you have any Irish in ya? Do you want some?" Yeah, that's Scumbag Potato. Awesome, yeah, so do you ever feel like your life should be a movie trailer? And not an actual movie, because if it were an actual movie, you'd be there on the phone half the time like, "St. Louis University is a Catholic Jesuit institution. We're sorry, all of our agents are currently assisting other callers. Your call will be answered in the order in which it was received." "Hi, DPS? Yeah, my roommate just stabbed me with a nail gun, and she also poured gasoline all over the floor and lit it on fire, and now I'm trapped in my apartment. So if you could get back to me whenever you have the chance, that'd be great. Thanks, bye." But for seriously, it'd be more like, "In a moderately sized Midwestern university, in a moderately sized town, a moderate distance from downtown, one college senior struggles to make ramen and peanut butter into an acceptable meal." And or on a typical weekend, it's 2:00 a.m. You're standing outside Humphreys with 5 to 8 other people who are like, "Yeah, we should totally stay out." But nobody has money for a taxi. "I think I left my wallet at the McGurk's Bobby's Morgan Street Dubliner." And it seems like giving up to just sit in humps on a Saturday. And that's when someone makes the suggestion, "Let's go to the library annex." And I am not talking about that sketchy back area in Pius where that one guy went that one time and he never came back from. And if you don't know where that is, you should probably check your midterm grades. "Oh, freshman, do you know that little place where you go get bagels? The library is the big building with the books that's attached to the bagel place. But don't go in there because it'll suck your soul out. Stay by the bagels. Bagels are safe." Yeah, so the library annex, which I can best describe as a room that is open at nighttime on the weekends. And I say room and not bar because you don't go to the Lannex for any of the reasons you might go to a normal bar, which include but are not limited to conversation, music, and drinks. Okay, if you were gonna have a conversation and you walk in the Lannex, you know that's not gonna happen because the DJ got some shit playing like, "Welcome to the candy shop. Gas pedal, got that hoe with the juice drink, dog ass, Dolly." And then there is the Billy Bucket. Sometime you should watch the bartender make a Billy Bucket, because there is no joy in that man's eyes. Side note, how did your life story end up with you being the bartender at the Lanex? I am imagining you're walking with your parents outside Reinert and they get hit by a bus, and then you end up getting raised by wolves in Forest Park, and then you get a 4-year degree in philosophy from a wonderful university and find the best job you can. Yeah. So did your mom ever tell you not to drink out of buckets with strangers? If so, I'm telling you now, because if you are at the Lanex, you'll probably find yourself drinking vodka and blue food coloring out of a 2-foot-long clear straw, surrounded by 5 to 8 of your best friends who may or may not have herpes. All right, okay, so we're at the Lanex, we're getting turned up, right? And then the Young Buck Ludacris remix of Party in the USA comes on, and everyone's like, this my jam! Pro tip, do not wear your new Air Jordans to the Lanex. You will have shanked those 18 people in front of you in line at Sports Authority for no reason. When you walk inside the Lanex, your feet will stick to the floor. Because this happens every single time I go to the Lanex, I am convinced that they do not clean the floor ever on purpose. As a trap. All right, so once you're out on the dance floor and you realize, like, shit, I actually can't move, you see them start to come up out of the dark, like, shady corners over there where there's all the dry ice smoke, and they're doing this weird, like, 2-step, side-step thing, and by them I mean dudes. And they're doing that, like, shark orbiting thing, and then you, like, look at them and they look at you and you see them, but then they, like, move out of your peripheral vision, and it's like, and your friend is gonna look at you like, here they come! All right, top reasons you will not meet Bay at the Lanex. Yeah, reason number 1, true story. All right, so I'm dancing with, we'll just call him Bay, and the music starts, we dance like this, and the music, no. And the music changes, and he's like, hey, Sade, this about to be my favorite song. And I'm like, Beethoven's Ninth? Me too. And he's like, it's called Back That Ass Up. Yeah, so I should probably back my ass up out the front door, except my feet are stuck to the floor, so I can't. So next time, I'm gonna wear my hover shoes and bring a thigh knife for stabbing purposes. Reason number 76. Hey girl, my Twitter name is @WhiteGirlSlayer. That's also a true story. Reason number 384. Different occasion, same premise. You're dancing or whatever, it's fine. And then he does that thing where he pulls his head back and you make eye contact, except you're real drunk, so it's more like eye contact. And you expect some kind of like romantic, poetic prose, Shakespeare, something, I don't know. And he just goes, are you ready for this? Hold on now, ready for what? You about to shank me? Because I ain't not ready to die right now. She died as she lived in a sketchy ass dance club. Stay in school, kid, that's all I got.